Hello, world. It is Thursday, October 26th, 2023, and looking out the window at Defiance. It's kind of an overcast day, and I think that's pretty much what we're going to have most of the day. A little bit of sunshine this morning and cloudy the rest of the day, but close to 80 degrees. Same for tomorrow, and I think a slight chance of some showers, which isn't helping the farmers at all get their crops in. The devotion for today is entitled Why Not Try by Jennifer Ruth Lynn Garrison. Jennifer bases the devotion upon Psalm 1, chapter 1, verses 1 through 3, adapted from the New International Version. Blessed is the one who does not walk in step with the wicked, or stand in the way that sinners take, or sit in the company of mockers, but whose delight is in the law of the Lord, and who meditates on God's law day and night. That person is like a tree planted by streams of water, which yields its fruit in season, and whose leaf does not wither. Whatever they do prospers. And then Jennifer writes, the Psalms certainly begin boldly, don't they? Right here in the very first verse of the very first chapter, the God lovers are assured prosperity. And yet, in spite of the author's assertion that it is the wicked who wither, I can think of any number of the wicked who are, in fact, quite happy with themselves. I bet you can too. I mean, maybe the wicked do just naturally prosper, or maybe the unwicked could prosper too. Maybe, as G.K. Chesterton scolded us nearly a century ago, it's not the constant delight in God's presence. It's not that the constant delight in God's presence has been tried and found wanting. It has been found difficult and left untried. I don't know about you, but I'm easily distracted from delighting in God's law for even 24 minutes, let alone 24 hours. How do we absolutely positively know that we could not become that solid and steady tree planted by the water? How can we be absolutely positively certain that if we meditated on God's law always, that we would not prosper? Might be worth a try. In Jennifer's prayer, Holy God, from the beginning, we long to assert that in you we will prosper. Help us today to follow that longing by turning attention to you and your ways day and night. Amen. A couple things that come to my mind when I read this devotion is the question of prospering. There is such a thing as the prosperity gospel, which kind of believes that, or preaches that, if you just believe in God and follow God's law, you will prosper. And their idea of prosper is being wealthy, having good things come to you, or being able to have a prosperous life. And I think that's a failing, especially of the Western world, especially the United States. To prosper isn't necessarily to be rich or to make money, to buy things. To prosper is to live a happy life, in my mind. And that perhaps is what is meant by meditating on God's law. With God's law is that we are a community together, and that we're all part of God's family, God's community, and the prospering of all is paramount to the prospering of one. And so if the things we're doing are not causing the prospering of others or preventing the prospering of others, preventing them from having a life in which they feel loved and cared for and enjoy life and look forward to each day, then we're not doing it right. We're not meditating truly on the law of God. It just seems to me far too many Christians these days focus on the law as the 10 Commandments and whatever their interpretation of those commandments may be, when really, if you break down the 10 Commandments, the first 2 or 3, depending on how you number them, are all about our relationship with God, and then the rest are about our relationships with each other, because we're meant to be in relationship, and no one can prosper if we're not in right relationship. Anyway, that's my take for this. You may get something completely different than me, and that's okay. I hope you can maybe join us for worship on Sunday in person. We'll be talking about 1 Samuel 25 and Abigail and David and what she does to prevent David from doing something really horrific. So I think there's some good discussion there. The Israeli-Gaza conflict is also coming into play in the message. So hope you can join us. Music starts about 10:15 or so. Announcements are 10:27 when the bells go off, and then worship follows immediately after that. So hope to see you. Either live, it'd be great if you could come to worship with us at 950 Webster Street, or catch us streaming. Hopefully Eric Spiller will be back and we'll get a better sound for those who are participating from home. Hope to talk to you soon.